Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2 days before the primary. It's the 7th of September 2014. And this morning I woke up to hear the radio stations, the TV stations declare that the winner of the fundraising contest for mayor is, guess who? The lady who dealt with all the money. Gina! We get her, Gina. All the money, Gina? Yeah, the treasurer. She did all that business with all our money, and somehow or other, all the business she did with Wall Street got her the donations from Wall Street, and she spent like 5 times as much as everybody else, and she has a tiny lead. We have a choice. The beauty contest, as in who was the most beautiful to the people that wanted to spend money on this campaign, big money that most of us can't afford, or the guy who went out and collected money from regular Rhode Islanders. This is unbelievable. The television stations are incredible. Not only do they lobby for money all year long, saying this one raised that much, that one raised this much, and oh my God, this guy's not raising enough money. The money that's being raised is all spent on TV commercials. So the TV guys this morning said, well, I guess it's Gina. She spent $6 million. Everybody else only spent $4 million. It's got to be Gina. She spent all the money. Yes, she spent all the money because she took the money from Wall Street that she had greased up with our money. Money cannot decide campaigns. We cannot allow the wealthiest people to run this country. It's a simple thing. We have a small state. We can send a simple message. Forget the message. Angel's the best choice. We know that. The idea that the race is this close, it's only this close because of the ridiculous amount of money that Gina was able to spend. I would like to know where she got all the money. We know most of the money came from Wall Street. I want to know how rich the people were that were able to outspend the rest of Rhode Island. This is not a money-raising contest. This is a contest to see who will be our next governor. One man, one candidate, not to be sexist, has experience running a municipality. That's a simple word for a place, a town, a state, a city. He ran a big city, the biggest city we've got. He kept it running for years, no scandals, he didn't steal anything, the roads were plowed, the potholes got filled. It's not perfect, but it's a good city. It's our city. All Gina did was screw up the pensions. She hasn't fixed it. It's in the courts now. They're trying to decide, did she lie, didn't she lie, did she fix things, or did she just move a few numbers around and make it look a little bit better? Gina did nothing. Angel ran a city. Nobody else in the race really is in competition. It's not a money-raising contest. Somebody needs to tell Channel 6, 10, and 12 that they do not run our state. They accept money from our politicians to run a few ads here and there, so of course they get to stick their nose in, okay? But they don't run the state. It's funny how they give away interviews to people that already have the job, and that gives the people who are already in office, the incumbents, an enormous advantage. That we can discuss in the future. I don't believe we have a proper system in this state. I think we should have equal time depending on how many signatures you can collect as a candidate. I don't believe that we're doing it properly. But even the way that we're doing it now, Gina outspent everybody, and she's still not way out in the lead. In fact, her lead is within the margin of error. We have to send a message here, folks. And the message isn't about money. The message is about choosing the best candidate, no matter how many toothpaste commercials one can produce and the other can produce. On the one hand, I actually have seen enough commercials from all the candidates. I got particularly frustrated because every time I turned on the TV, there was Gina again, bragging about things that we know aren't true. But a lot of politicians do that. Now, In my opinion, I haven't noticed Angel bragging about things that he didn't accomplish. I think he had enough money. I think he said what he had to say. And I think he had good things to say. What Gina had to say, I couldn't stop criticizing, questioning, looking into, because for goodness sakes, she didn't say one thing that wasn't questionable. She didn't fix the pensions. Narragansett Beer is not in the state of Rhode Island, it's in New York. Her capital investment firm is in Boston. She took money from the state of Rhode Island to set it up in the first place. This is not a beauty contest. This is not a money-raising contest. This is a contest for governor. We need someone in there with brains, with experience, and someone who's honest. Someone who tells the truth. Someone who doesn't get on TV and over again tell the same untruths over and over and over. And her daddy did this, and her kids were looking at that, and it's all cute and everything, but come on. Let's look at this for real. Who did the job? Angel. Who deserves to be governor? Angel. Who spent the most money and collected it from the most rich people? Gina. Who got her money from Wall Street? Alright, let's be serious here. You TV commercials, are you listening? You don't decide who gets to be governor. We decide. We don't decide because of your polls, which we can't trust because you take them. And it's funny that you take polls and somehow the people that spend the most money with you win the polls. Now, let's see what happens Tuesday. One way or another. Gina outspent everybody by enormous amounts of money and still couldn't pull out ahead. All I got to say is, money does not carry the day. Your vote carries the day. Your vote decides. You decide. I've seen enough commercials. I don't need to see any more commercials from anybody running for governor. And neither do you. Make your decision. Good luck, folks.